Hey, 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 ransom. Hey, 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 ransom. Hey, 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 ransom. Hey, hey, hey. I'm a running man. Sandals slipping off my feet on the sand. Counting up the bills with my dominant hand. Yo, choose up. Take this, appreciate it. This too. Right, tear up the rim shot. I'm going global, coast to coast like my G.I. Joe present. I've yet to see a Cobra. So off my rocker got me sipping club soda. Some bombs never go off, some stars never blow up. I'm pitching in, never in the dugout. Reaching in my and I can't take a head count. Flashback, 03, things was looking rundown. Now I set foot in the place, it's a luau. Killing like 10 counts, y'all know how we get down. House with the fence around, y'all know that we en route. Transition from the Impala to the Fisker. I should charge admission for that to get the dessert. Left the doors up, now the Lambo has pigtails. Since you getting comfy, I'ma let you sit there, I'ma let you stay there. When I shed a tear, they didn't have no care. So I'ma charge retail. I brought some cause you say you want sick. If you love sick in the room, you best get well. Every dog has its day, what the no tuck. Sway Lee, Winter Magazine, double XL. Floss with your Gucci on, dipped in colors burst on the cars and the jewels. I'm a wanted man. Seats looking like they got a spray tan. When I was without, not a helping hand. I got some guys that throw it back and make me drop the cans. I told Ben Frank just to drop a pin. I could let my fit go to the highest bid. Yes, I might drop in, it all depends. Junior high, I was dreaming of a 10. I'm coming clean though, I mean not a spec. My girl be serving looks, I can the chef. Katana sword popping out my walking cane. I'm overseas, my Cali Bay like how was Spain. We getting to the money and you having issues. I bought a and it came with a wetsuit. The Buddha left me without breath. I really am a mess. I'm mooching off myself. She be hoping that I take a knee. Yes, I be open to that shrimp life. This is how we live, this is how we exist. Love the kicks and we love the hits. All in the house and I'm wrecking. If I sleep, I'm a wrecking. I'm in my own world, throw the money up and make my own weather. Mommy playing, tether on leather. Money talk, it's a lecture. 80 pointers dance on me, it's electric. Don't hate, I'm still unaffected. Chipper on my shoulder, I move undetected. She said pop the question got deflected. Man, that made my boy, then my brethren. Let's cut to the chase. It's only on the house when we in the place. My used to lava boys got it up in some flames. Stirring up the cup with my wrist souffle. Shaka Zulu chains with my name engraved. I told you on swing, don't say my name in vain. We bring it to your door like, you rang? Spending all the money, then we watch it boomerang. With the Fendi belt, angry face like, put some gold on my fingers, neck, and...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match. Up. with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. This is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Watson now on second down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. They couldn't hook up with Decker that time. That'll bring up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Derrick Henry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a first down throw, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One way to get recognition, partner, make some big plays. Bernardrick McKinney was the only player in the NFL last year with at least 100 tackles and 5 or more sacks. It's a big, long linebacker in the middle, but boy, does he have the ability to bend and make plays.
Again, it's Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody that has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw is Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go. Flex round.
A first down carry now for Miller. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I think we just saw some evidence of what Tennessee was talking about in the offseason and really emphasizing on defense, forcing fumbles. Only forced 4 in all of 2016.
The lowest number in the league. They just could not seem to force any fumbles at all last season. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. second down and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And a wildcat formation here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Watson, and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out come the Titans now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Mariota on first down. He's got the rookie first-rounder Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, here's Miller. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Mariota now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Watson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ohio, here we go. Ohio.
In motion is Strong. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw, Watson. Going deep this time from mid. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Henry takes a direct snap. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And incomplete there. a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Miller. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
That was a good explosive run right there. And it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches. Got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
After the run, Watson going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go.
Here's Watson now on second down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go. Flex round. 38. Flex round. Flex round. Check 26. Check 26. Flex round. Flex. Check 17. Check 17. Here we go.
Watson on third down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kevin Dodd in there to get him for a loss of 3. And it'll be fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's Muhammad. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A first down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Working out of the gun, Mariota under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Mariota. He's going to sling this deep down, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run again with Foreman. And a short gain down to about the 33. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
They'll try the air now with Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first.
Here we go!
On first down, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watson hands this to Foreman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Flex round, let's go!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So it'll be first down here after the run. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Dancing to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case,
and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third. To throw on second is Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
First and goal here from the 2. Now Foreman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Now Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets it back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A carry for Foreman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Foreman. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Miller. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. On now in a big spot in this ball game is the kicker, Nick Novak. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Novak's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Forced out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ellington. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Foreman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run with Foreman. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And the Titans getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Texans scoop it. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Let's go!
2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Here's Miller. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Houston, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. There wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous.